Hey Aubrey, I forgot to mention, I've got a good news and bad news.
Okay.
Good news is I'm going to Air Church.
Oh man.
So bad news, obviously, I won't be able to make the show.
David, you know how much I hate doing the show by myself.
I know. Actually, I think you kind of like it. But regardless, listen, what I've done this time, I've kind of stepped my game up. I got someone to replace me.
Really?
Yeah. I can tell you who it is. I think you're going to be shocked. But I think you guys are getting along. A lot in common. So, we'll see. But I just want to let you know that no big deal. I'll still, if you need anything, let me know. But
you won't be there. I get it. Thanks. Welcome to ITW, the show that's going to help you enhance instruction through innovation. I'm Marvin Harrison. I'm here. I'm not quite by solo today. David did have a replacement. He's not here today, but he did give me a replacement. So it's going to be very interesting to have this episode with me and our guest host. Today we're going to be talking about social media. But before we get to this episode, I want to make sure that we introduce and welcome our guest host. It's the first time I'm meeting him too. So let's everybody give a warm welcome to our guest.
Hi, Aubrey.
Thank you for letting me be on your show today. I am going to be guest hosting. My name is Kirk. I am Aubrey's alter ego. I am everything that he wishes he could be. And I am here in defense of David, a guy who does a lot for your show and tries to help you out. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that. But anyway, we're going to get on with today's episode. Today we're going to be talking about social media. We're going to talk about different things that you can do within your own PLN and how it can work for you. There's a lot of great opportunities out there that you guys can take advantage of. So we want to encourage you, show you the benefits of it. We're going to help you guys build a positive social media profile for yourself and let you grow from there. So stick around with me and this guy for this week's episode of ITW. One of the platforms that I know a lot of people follow for social media for their PLN is Twitter. That's the most common one that we have. It's the one that a lot of people are using today. And there's a lot of great things to think about when you're using Twitter. Number one, you have a feed of everybody, but you can break up that feed. You can organize it with the list. There's list options in Twitter where now you can organize your feed. So if I just want to see all my posts from people that are in my technology list, I can look at just that feed. Or if I want to see all the lists from my people that are talking about one-to-one or whatever, however you break up your list, you can organize it that way and see just that, just the feed of just those people that are within that list. So it's a really great way where you can organize your tweets that are coming in. Hashtags, we all know the hashtag. You've seen the hashtags that come in. We did a ITW last year with Jill Thompson. She talked about the hashtag, and the great thing with the hashtag is you can tag different posts, and then every time that hashtag comes up, you can click on it and you can see all the posts related to that hashtag. Great way to organize all the posts that are within Twitter. And also there are literally tons of great Twitter chats that you can get involved in. You can participate in with those people. In that chat, we have our CMS K-12 chat. We have our NC Ed chats. Both of those are great options for Twitter chats, and there's a ton of different options out there. But it's a great way to network with other people, both within CMS and outside of CMS. So Twitter is certainly one. It's a good starting place for a lot of us looking to start building our own PLN. One of my favorite platforms to use for social media is Google+. I really like the way it's organized and the way it's structured. One of the things that I find most useful is the circles. The ability to organize my contacts. If I want to communicate with family, I can do that. If I want to communicate with a different department, I can communicate with them and organize them in my circles that way. So it allows me to message multiple circles if I need to, or just one. So it's just a great way to organize the people you're trying to keep in touch with. I really like how simple the comments are. So when I see a post, I want to leave a little comment, a little message for somebody, maybe answer a question or even ask a question. I can leave a comment right there down at the bottom. I can even share. Give me a share option too when I'm looking at other people's posts. But I also like the communities. There's some great communities out there that you can follow, and you can see some great things that are going on there, both from an educational standpoint. I like Mindshift, I like Google Apps for Education. There's a ton of different communities out there where you can see some great things that are going on with some of these different tools related to education. So to me, Google Plus is a really positive tool that you can use for social media to build your PLN. Okay, the last one I want to mention that I think is really cool, I think a lot of people will be interested in, is Boxster. There's an app for in the App Store. You can go to it, and basically what Boxster is, it's a walkie-talkie app. But think of it this way. Think of Twitter with audio. You'd be able to hear the tweets instead of reading them. So one of the great things about it is it doesn't have the 140 character limit. So you can communicate something, and you don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to meet the time limit or not, or the character limit. You can just go ahead and leave your message, and people would be able to hear it. Also, it's just really nice to be able to hear other people's voice, to hear what they're saying. You can hear their inflections, you can hear their emphasis, so you can get a better idea of what's important in their message, as opposed to maybe some of the other options out there where you're just reading stuff and you kind of have to make that interpretation for yourself. But what also I like about it is the ability to share these options. You can share or even embed your boxes on a website, or you can email it. You can do a lot of different things with it, but you can make your conversations available to other people. A lot of people in TMS are using Boxster right now, taking advantage of this tool. It's a really neat one for you to use. So if you've already done Twitter, you've already done Google+, give Boxster a try. It's another great option for developing your PLN. So Aubrey, are we okay? Are you okay with me being on ITW today? Actually, I am comfortable. You know, I'm not used to somebody matching my swag. I'm used to David being here, and obviously we know how that is. He's not on that same level, but it's good to be on with somebody who has the same kind of, who understands swag like the way I do, and who can bring it here to ITW. But I thought we had a good show today. We talked about social media. We got a chance to talk about the different options out there, but we want to just hit on a few last points. The great thing about building your PLN with these social media outlets is that you can go from local to global. You can go from working with people in your school to in this district to outside the state to outside this country. So you can really build your learning network here. And also, it's a great opportunity for you to build a positive social media profile for yourself that will allow you to grow professionally. So we really hope you give social media a try. Just so you know, your swag ain't that great. You can always find DNA. You can contact them at any time on Twitter at CMS to the core. You can send them an email at cln@cms.k12.nc.us. Stick around, David will be back next week for next week's episode of ITW.